A couple of weeks ago, Grand Theft Auto 6 suffered one of the biggest gaming leaks ever, in which 90 plus pre-alpha gameplay development videos leaked online, and a couple of weeks later, now, things have slowed down quite a bit. Obviously, conversation continues in regards to these leaks, but much of the material has been removed online by Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games, and now much of the gaming community is just waiting to see if we see something official in regards to GTA 6 before 2022 ends. It is worth mentioning that Take-Two Interactive has an investor call scheduled for November 7th, and typically, based on history, Rockstar Games likes to have these big reveals before those investor calls. So late October, early November is something to keep your eyes on. But right now, there is some drama in regards to Grand Theft Auto 6 involving one of the actors that portrayed one of the main characters of Grand Theft Auto 5. That, of course, is Steven Ogg, who is known for his portrayal of Trevor Philips. In the years since Grand Theft Auto 5's release, which of course was September 2013, Ogg has gone on to have a number of roles. Infamously, he was a main character in The Walking Dead. I believe he played Mitch. He's also had a couple of other smaller appearances in HBO's Westworld, as well as AMC's Better Call Saul, TNT's Snowpiercer series, and a number of other smaller productions. He's also set to star in Emancipation, a big-time Apple movie, maybe Oscar bait. It stars Will Smith, and it actually looks very, very good. I do bring up Steven Ogg's resume for a reason, because before Grand Theft Auto 5's release in 2013, the only known appearance that he was in a production was, I think, Law & Order. He played a character on one of the shows, and then a bunch of other smaller appearances. That's just how Rockstar Games goes about their choosing of protagonists in their video games. They like to find unknown actors, as they don't like to deal with, let's just say, Hollywood personalities. That was one reason why they stopped doing that after they had Ray Liotta in GTA Vice City. They just didn't like all of the drama with it. And actually, I personally myself prefer that they find these unknown actors, as you can just notice some of these Hollywood actors, their voices, and when you have somebody that you don't know, it feels a little bit different. It feels a little bit more authentic, and you can get a little bit more immersed. Maybe that's just me, but it also is interesting to note that Ned Luke also appeared in a bunch of Law & Order episodes before he ended up becoming Michael DeSanta in Grand Theft Auto 5. So maybe Rockstar Games, their casting team, have a thing with Law & Order. But regardless of that, Steven Ogg was not known. That's just what I'm trying to say. Grand Theft Auto 5, of course, was his big breakout, and many people know him as Trevor Philips. Many people still call him Trevor Philips to this day. And honestly, if you have seen his appearances in The Walking Dead, Westworld, and Better Call Saul, I would honestly argue that his characters are still very much kind of like Trevor, just a little different, I guess. But the recent drama involving Steven Ogg began with a cameo request from YouTuber Hugo1. So if you don't know what Cameo is, it's pretty much a place where you can request things from actors. They'll make like custom videos, you can have a custom call and stuff. Very, very pricey, but to book one personalized video with Steven Ogg, it costs around $130. Just to message him, it's $6, and a live video call would be $390. And other Grand Theft Auto actors such as Ned Luke and Sean Fantano, they also have their own pages all about the same amount. But those two, the other ones, are very on point with the requests. It seems like they very much get into what people want them to say. While Steven Ogg's a little different, if you actually go through some of these videos, he often just rants about random stuff, but I mean, to be fair, people seem happy with this, although that kind of changed recently with some of the requests made, which involved mentions of Trevor. And as Hugo1 brings up, the first video he did was actually just a Grand Theft Auto 5 request. He brought up some in-universe Grand Theft Auto 5 stuff, said, hey, I want you to react acting like you're Trevor, and Steven Ogg reacted a little weirdly. He did the request, but he mentioned this at one point during the cameo.
Steven Ogg here. Trevor, I guess you might know me as the cartoon, because it's a cartoon and I'm real life, see, flesh.
Now, as you notice, and as Hugo1 even brings up in his own video about this, he sounds a little bit annoyed. He refers to Trevor Philips as a cartoon character, and the thing is, this hasn't always been the way that Steven Ogg reacted to Trevor. He did a lot of shows and a lot of stuff over the years involving Trevor. He even, I think, did parodies with Trevor. So he embraced this character for the longest time, but it feels like something tone changed recently, in which he just almost seems like he hates the character and wants to move on. And to be fair, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out 9 years ago, and the guy probably wants to move forward with his career. He has a bunch of other roles and stuff, and he obviously seems to be done with this. And as I brought up earlier, Grand Theft Auto 5 actors such as Ned Luke and Sean Fantano, when they do these cameos, they use the characters of Michael DeSanta and Franklin. They wear them as a badge of honor because they know that a lot of people know them for those characters and they understand that. But Steven Ogg just seems, at least in these recent ones that I've seen, very annoyed by people asking about Trevor or people asking for him to act like that character that made him famous. So while that Grand Theft Auto 5 cameo request went a little bit rocky for Hugo One, he was still mostly happy with it, as Steven Ogg still did mostly what he had asked. Obviously, he spent a little bit of time ranting about the character, but he wanted to do another one, Hugo One. And in the past, Hugo One has done a lot of these with other Grand Theft Auto actors, so this is nothing new with his channel, it's just a shtick that he likes to do, and with Steven Ogg, the next request was in regards to the recent events regarding Grand Theft Auto 6 with the leaks. He said, please send me a message from Trevor to Jason and Lucia telling them to be careful in Vice City. It can be dangerous there and watch out for the cops in Port Gellhorn. Obviously, Jason and Lucia are the leaked Grand Theft Auto 6 protagonists. Vice City is going to be one of the main locations of this game. Port Gellhorn, another location within the game that was leaked. Tell them that maybe you will see them out there. Feel free to be crazy. And the thing is, you gotta understand about cameos is that you can deny these if you don't want to, but Steven Ogg decided to do them. He decided to do this one, he accepted it, he accepted the money, and he got extremely upset within this cameo and ranted quite a bit at this request.
Well. Jason. Lucia. What the fuck-a-duck-a-duck-a-do? Good old Hugo Montego wanted a little message sent to you. So that's who you can thank or not thank or say, why the fuck did you do this for me? That's up to you. I'll leave that up to your judgment. You wanted me to give you this message from Trevor, which, of course, I'm not Trevor. My name is Steven, and I am an actor. And I'm a recovering actor. Yeah, so I get it in a sense, and I don't get it in a big sense, too. You know what I'm saying with that? Because, as actors, you portray different characters. And it would be literally impossible for me to be a cartoon. I mean, literally impossible for me to be a cartoon. Like, I can't be. And even other characters, right? That's an actor's job. So, I need to get that off my chest. I just sometimes don't fucking understand. I get it, and I don't get it, right?
I'm going to pause it here and remind you that I paid $140 for this video.
Being redundant, being repetitive, but fuck, look at us driving around together. You know, that's kind of fun. Right? Sure it is. But he did want to, Hugo wanted to make sure that you both of yous are careful in Vice City. Vice City, I don't know what that is. I think it's maybe part of the GTA thing. But anyways, it's dangerous out there. Watch out for the cops in Port Gellhorn. Don't understand that reference. And I'll see you out there. Cause I'm a cartoon. Right? And I'll see you out there. Cause none of it's real. Right. Wow, what a fucking world. Be kind to yourself, to others. Thank you, Hugo. Thank you all. Bless you, one and all. Bye.
Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to notice that Steven Ogg came off very rude and condescending within this cameo request that somebody spent over $130 on. And obviously, Hugo One, as he even noted within his video about this, Steven Ogg came off as an ass. And it's really weird that he even went along with this. He spent majority of this just ranting about the cartoon character. He keeps calling it a cartoon character. And the thing is, with how Steven Ogg is acting now about Grand Theft Auto and Trevor, he has not always acted like this. It was actually just a couple of years ago, as some of you may have seen this on YouTube, was the fact that there was multiple videos of people saying, look, he confirmed Grand Theft Auto 6 is happening. And that was because they went to a Brazilian game show. Ned Luke, Sean Fantano, and of course Steven Ogg. And they were joking around, talking about their experiences with Grand Theft Auto. And yes, people obviously asked about Grand Theft Auto 6, and Steven Ogg, at least at that time, seemed a little bit more happy about it and okay with having conversation about it. He wasn't calling it a cartoon character and being very dismissive of people, you know, their love for this franchise. And even in 2020, he did an interview with Looper and talked about his character of Trevor Philips. He says, it's sort of like Mark Hamill is forever Luke Skywalker. I might forever have this Trevor Grand Theft Auto thing, which, listen, I'm proud of it. It doesn't bug me because it was work I enjoyed, although now it definitely sounds like it bugs him quite a bit. And this annoyance of Grand Theft Auto 6 with prior actors of the franchise is nothing new. Ned Luke a few years ago called out GTA YouTuber Mr. Boss for the win for spreading clickbait in regards to the next game. Young Melee, the voice actor of San Andreas' CJ, infamously in 2020 blasted Rockstar Games in an Instagram post saying he would never return to the franchise and F Rockstar. He seemed to take issue with the lack of money he received for his portrayal of the now iconic character. This outburst came after fans speculated that a project his cousin Sean Fantano and him were working on was secretly Grand Theft Auto 6. Also, yeah, that Sean Fantano is the one that you're thinking of, and at the time voiced his frustration with fans and YouTubers, such as Mr. Boss for the win, twisting his words into making it seem like he had knowledge on anything related to the next Grand Theft Auto game. But yeah, there is quite a bit of history with Grand Theft Auto actors having outbursts because of fans pressing them on things they don't know about, although this ordeal with Steven Ogg is a bit different. While he seems ready to move on completely from Trevor, the other leading GTA 5 actors are not. Based on the cameos and social media activity of recent, they are embracing these characters. Sean Fantano returned to portray Franklin Clinton in last year's GTA Online The Contract DLC, along with Gerald Slink Johnson, who portrays Lamar Davis, and right now there are rumors and some evidence that Ned Luke could be returning in the near future as Michael DeSanta in an upcoming GTA Online DLC. Maybe we'll see Steven Ogg as Trevor Philips again one day. Maybe his tune will change. He was in GTA Online back in the early days, and his character has had numerous mentions of still being around over the years. Regardless, though, the way he is acting in these recent cameos is just downright disrespectful, and if you don't want to do the cameo or embrace the character you're known for anymore, then don't accept fans' hard-earned cash. It really is that simple. But I can't say these requests will be slowing down. GTA 6 will be announced officially soon. Back in February, Rockstar said they would be talking about the new installment soon, and they repeated that remark when responding to the GTA 6 leaks last month. When is quote-unquote soon for Rockstar? No idea. They do typically make these announcements before investor calls, and as I said earlier on in the video, the next one is scheduled for the 7th of November. So if anything is happening this year, the next few weeks should be very interesting. Anyway, what do you make of Steven Ogg's outburst, and do you think he's wrong for the way he's acting? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video, or if you found any informative value, and make sure to follow my other social media accounts for updates on new videos. Links are always down the description below. I'm most active on Twitter, giving opinions on news that I do not always get into video form, so do make sure to follow me over there. Also check out my Discord for all sorts of discussion on games. And again, thank you for joining. Consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.